What's up, y'all? It's D&B ENT. I am D.
Your boy, Burn.
About to react to a video about an infographics show. This is regular things that are illegal in North Korea.
They're regular to us, but if they're illegal in North Korea, to North Koreans, they ain't regular. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's gonna be from our perspective.
From our point of view?
Yeah, so they're regular to us, because this channel is a US channel.
Oh,
okay. So, yeah, that's why first of all, I don't ever want to go to North Korea. They prison systems and stuff is crazy. I ain't got time to play with them. So, I don't go to North Korea. And
there's different countries I go to. I'm definitely going to do some research before
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. Because remember I was telling you that Maldives, it's illegal once you go. Yeah, it's illegal to wear a bikini. Once you like go outside of the islands, it's illegal. And it's just like, who would ever think that? Like, what? So you got to be super covered up, the women, or you'll go to jail. So it's just like.
Yeah, so you got to obey by their rules.
Yeah,
in their
so you
country,
need to look it up before you go there, because you'll end up going to jail. Those UCLA players. I know you heard about that, how they were about to get 10 years in China for stealing. It's like, who would think that you would get 10 years for stealing? What they stole? I don't even know what they stole.
Not me either.
But yeah. So yeah, you gotta be aware of that. But let's see what is illegal in North Korea. Let's watch.
Let's go.
Unless you've been living in a bubble these last few years, you've definitely heard of the world's most secretive country, North Korea. Because the country has allowed some foreign visitors to enter, and because information has been received from defectors, we've been learning some totally bizarre things about the way North Koreans are forced to live their lives in their own bubble, sheltered from the rest of the world by a controlling dictator. We feel sorry for them, which is why we think it's important for us to focus on what's really going on there. That's what we'll look into today. In this episode of the Infographics Show, regular things that are illegal in North Korea. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so that you can be part of our notification squad. North Korea is so serious about controlling crime and its citizens that when various crimes are committed, not only is the assailant punished, but their entire bloodline for 3 generations too. Whole families and even entire villages have been publicly executed for the pettiest of crimes in order to teach people a lesson. If someone is lucky enough to escape from a North Korean prison camp, their whole family will be captured and brought into the camp to replace them. Let's begin with sarcasm. Some of you may have seen the 2014 comedy titled The Interview, in which Kim Jong-un had the absolute piss taken out of him. Well, apparently he wasn't too happy about that, and his regime put out terrorist threats to try to shut it down. They even allegedly hacked into Sony Pictures servers. In an attempt to avoid any further laughs at his expense, the fearful dictator banned all sarcastic comments about him and North Korea. He particularly doesn't like anyone using the phrase, "it's all America's fault," or him being described as a fool who cannot see the outside world, and doing so will land you in a prison camp. Oh, and you can forget about rolling your eyes too. Next up, mourning without meaning it. When a North Korean leader dies, it is imperative for citizens to show hysteria and intense public mourning as a sign of their admiration and worship. When Kim Jong-il died in 2011, a 100-day mourning period ensued, which saw the streets crowded with people crying and falling to their knees. Those who didn't show up to mourn faced execution, and if anyone was spotted not crying or appearing to be sad, they were taken off to a prison camp. If you think your sartorial choices couldn't possibly land you in jail, think again. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in America that doesn't own a pair of jeans, but in North Korea, you literally won't find anyone wearing them. That's because it's illegal. To North Koreans, jeans are a symbol of their enemy America, and the denim ban imposes their anti-West and anti-USA message. Apparently, the hate for Yankee imperialists is so strong that even kindergarten children are taught to hate anything to do with the USA. Anyone chill? Not in North Korea. Many North Koreans have smuggled Western media into the country and have shared them amongst family and friends to give insight into the liberated world outside. But this very deed could easily land you in a strict labor camp, or even worse, sentenced to death. An anti-Western film titled Propaganda, made by the North Koreans, was leaked to the outside world by defectors. This film was made to show its citizens all the things that are wrong with Western culture, and it used hundreds of clips from TV shows showing cultural, moral, and political trends that have apparently weakened Western society. Even foreign music could land you in hot water. In 1992, a female former regime propaganda officer made the huge mistake of singing a South Korean song at a party. She was so badly beaten she couldn't walk for a month, and she was also thrown in jail for 3 years. All music that is played on the radio or by orchestras must be Kim Jong-un approved, as well as praise him and communism. Forget about enjoying the new Coldplay or Rihanna album. Even admitting you know the words to their songs will land you in deep doo-doo. Want to turn to the Bible in these tricky times? Think again. Despite there being between 200,000 to 400,000 Christians in North Korea, practicing religion is strictly against the law. Just owning a Bible can get you tortured, thrown into a prison camp, or publicly executed, perhaps along with your family too. As there is no right to religious freedom, citizens are forced to worship the Kim family, who have actually been found guilty by the United Nations of crimes against humanity for its persecution of Christians. In 2013, 80 Christians were publicly executed in a sports stadium in front of thousands of people just for owning Bibles, and it is estimated that there is up to 80,000 Christians held in concentration camps. After banning Christmas, Kim Jong-un now forces a day of hero worship to his grandmother instead. All this killing giving you a headache? Don't even think of turning off the radio. All houses have a government-controlled radio installed, and it is not allowed to be turned off, ever. Government announcements are made throughout the day, and you have no choice but to listen to them. Announcements include things like, the dear leader hit a hole-in-one today on his very first try playing golf. Maybe you want to capture some still images of all the poor people around town for your next school project. Not so fast. Kim Jong-un desperately wants to hide the fact that around 40% of North Korea lives in extreme poverty and earns a salary of only $2 to $3 a month. Taking photos of the poor is a punishable offense, especially for tourists, as the beyond wealthy dictator is afraid of the country's image being tarnished and perhaps from getting in more trouble by the UN. But surely tourists are exempt from all of these ridiculous laws, right?
No.
Freedom of travel is a big no-no in North Korea for outside tourists, and anyone who tries to explore by themselves can get into big trouble. As a tourist in North Korea, you will have your every move planned, controlled, and watched by the government, so you can forget about any ideas of solo, independent travel at your
That
expense.
is
You won't be able to use the
crazy.
public transport system or get into your own taxi. Traveling around the country is only allowed as part of a guided, choreographed tour, which are usually run by the Korean International Travel Company. Their guides will show you around, but you are so restricted that you won't be able to leave your hotel without your guide, even if you just want to get something from the shop across the street. Otherwise, you and your guide will be punished. It is safe to say that unless you enjoy having extremely strict limitations and being watched like a hawk, it's probably better that you don't go on a soul-searching or relaxing holiday to North Korea. But fear not, dear audience. Just when we thought all hope was lost, we learned that marijuana, of all things, is legal in North Korea. In fact, it's not even considered a drug.
That's helping people deal with all the BS they going through.
Who would have thought? So, which of the aforementioned...
He said, look, I'm going to let y'all smoke. It's not even considered a drug because y'all need to deal with all this BS I'm putting y'all through. Smoke
I didn't
weed
know
every
it
day.
was this bad. Like,
Not me either.
Dang, that is insane. So yeah, they don't even have YouTube to watch. They can't watch nothing. They can't get on the internet. They can't do nothing. Like
They
that.
literally, that's what he said, they literally are in their bubble. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yikes.
That's crazy. Not a way to live, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, times like this, I gotta be thankful. You know, I complain about America a lot, but you know, I gotta be thankful.
we still,
It could be worse.
yeah, exactly. America's not perfect, but I still am
It ain't
thankful and
North Korea.
grateful
So-
that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. This is insane. Let us know what y'all thought about it. Make sure you
Like,
comment,
subscribe.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.